Hello, my name is Tiffany Fuentes. I am a professional Christian life coach, fitness trainer, and Beachbody coach. And the question for today is, why is it so hard to change? Quite frankly, I don't know. We humans, we are the only living thing out there that strains to grow. Grass doesn't strain to grow, but we got to be who we are, right? One thing I do know for sure is that you can change for the better. I know because I'm a walking testimony of that. I used to be a raging alcoholic who, by the grace of God, doesn't even think about alcohol whatsoever anymore. So my point is, your dreams are possible. Maybe you are looking to lose 50 pounds by the end of the year, or maybe you're prepping for a wedding, or maybe you've just had a baby. You know, while our culture is super obsessed with physical beauty and sexy bodies, most believers ignore their bodies as if they don't even matter, but they do. God has a lot to say to us about the importance of our body and what we should do with it and how we should treat what He gave us. In Romans 12:1 and 2, the Bible goes on to tell us that lasting change begins with committing our bodies over to God. Romans 12 actually says, give your bodies over to God and let them be a living and holy sacrifice, the kind that He will find acceptable. This is truly the way to worship Him. Don't copy the behavior of the world, but let God transform you into a new person and a new perspective by changing the way you think. Then you will know God's will for you, which is pleasing and perfect and good. So if I were to ask you to make a list of all of your bad habits and bad traits, I'm sure you'd be able to just make a list of them, one after the other, ones that weren't not only good for you, but some that were just flat out harmful. If this is speaking to you and you've got some goals that are coming up and yet you feel like, you're stuck and you can't take it to that next level, I want to encourage you to, be proud of yourself for wanting to be healthier. But just know that we're not meant to do it alone. Quite frankly, I feel like the success in my coaching works because the secret sauce is faith and also the friendship and the fellowship that goes along with it. There's really no telling what God might want to be doing through you as a result of you thinking more clearly, being more physically flexible and stronger, gaining more energy, and feeling more confident about yourself. So the answer to your question, why is it so hard to change? Well, that would be because we're trying to do it in our own strength and our own power. It first is going to begin with turning our will over to God and asking Him to change us and to lead us into the right people and to get into His Word and see what He has to say. The Bible is the Bible, book of instructions before leaving earth. I strongly believe that. I've read a billion self-help and philosophical books in my time since I was about 13 years old, and I'm now 31, so that says a bit. But that's the reason why. One of the basic fundamentals that I learned to quit drinking was to just stay right there and just to believe in a power higher than myself that could and would help me if He were sought. So I just encourage you to do that. And if you feel that any of this information has been useful or would like to find out more, please subscribe to my YouTube page if you haven't already. You can also feel free to share any of these links onto your favorite social media sites, as well as directly emailing the links to someone who you feel may benefit from this information. I love you all, and God bless.